Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel, Tantra and Tarot with Kelly. Today, we're going to be discussing the full moon in Aries. The full moon is exact on 8:57 a.m. Mountain Time on October 20th. The Aries full moon is very fiery, as Aries is the cardinal fire sign of the zodiac. Let's go ahead and get right into doing a reading. Today, I'm going to be using the Osho Zen Tarot, along with a couple other decks. So this could be a rather challenging full moon, seeing as that it is conjunct, these cards are already jumping, seeing as that it is conjunct Mars, and then also it is square Pluto. So the sun is conjunct Mars in Libra, and then that opposes Aries, and then that squares Pluto. So what does that mean? Could mean some conflicts coming up. It could also mean just the need to get moving on things, to transform, to be at that next level for yourself or for your job or for any other thing that is a major goal in your life. Now, be careful, because you could get a bit on your high horse or feel a little bossy when working with others. So some other challenging aspects could be the amount of intensity and passion that's going to be in the air right now. Also, it's very important to wrap up things that you may have been starting about 6 months ago, when the new moon was in Aries. So we're going to cut the deck here and see what we get. And then I'm going to pull a couple other cards. At the bottom of the deck, when I cut, I got the exhaustion card, which is the 9 of Wands. And that does speak of having a lot on your plate, just too many battles to deal with, too many things going on. I'm going to take this one right here. And then we're going to do a moon card. And then I have a new deck that I'm going to do a few cards from as well. And that is the archetype deck. And we'll see which archetypes work well with our moon for this time. Okay, I'm going to pull one of these. And then we're going to do this archetype deck, which is extremely interesting. So we'll see which ones come out. Oop, that one wanted to come out. So being a good leader right now is important. Aries is the Emperor card in tarot, which the Emperor is definitely a fiery leader. However, sometimes he can become a little too autocratic. So watch out for that with your own nature. All right, let's see what we get. So I'll do a main energy, and then I'll do a past, a present, and a future energy. The main energy we have for this moon is the conditioning card. This card is similar to the Devil card in tarot. The past energy we have is the sharing card, which is the Queen of Wands. The present energy we have is the Page of Pentacles, adventure. And the future energy we have is the Knight of Wands, intensity. I'll definitely be feeling the intensity. So let's talk a bit about these. At the bottom of the deck, I have the Three of Swords, which has been coming up quite often. We do have Mercury that just stationed direct, and there could have been just some challenging things that happen in regards to partnerships that you are healing from or working through at this time. Let's talk a little bit about this card. This card isn't necessarily all bad just because it's the Devil card. This speaks of how we are conditioned to be a certain person based on our upbringings, the things that we have experienced in life, as far as just like our parents and what they taught us. How, say, for example, you feel like you're supposed to graduate from college and get married and have kids. That is something that you have been conditioned to believe based on the people around you and the type of upbringing you may have had, or the things that other people around you told you were important. Now, in this situation, we have a lion wearing the sheep's clothing, trying to fit in with a group that is no longer and obviously part of his family. And so be careful where you try to pretend to enjoy something when it's really not you, or try to be something that you think somebody else wants you to be just to please others. There is a strong element of codependency with this card. And we do have Pluto in Capricorn right now, which is creating a lot of this intensity. Capricorn is the double card in tarot, this conditioning card. And that does say, well, oh, we should do this well in work, or we need to be this kind of person in society. So be careful what you attach yourself to as far as a belief set that may be breaking apart right now. Pluto likes to break things apart and to get down to what's really important. Now we have two very creative cards in here, the past and the future card. The past card we have is the Queen of Wands, sharing. We feel very heart-centered and we feel warm and we want to open up to others. It is part of our nature to want to share when we have this extra illumination in our personality and we want to be a good female leader or a good contributor in a creative sense to projects. Also being an independent but strong creative and someone who has a lot of fire and love to bring to the table brings us to the current situation, which is the Page of Pentacles. Now, the Page of Pentacles can be learning something for the first time. So maybe you had a big inspiration and now you're going into a new learning time frame for yourself, different perhaps than what people had told you to do. Maybe you're making a new career choice right now. If that's the case, put your energy where it's important to you. Don't spread yourself out too thin to try to please others, even if they think that they're the ones that should tell you what to do. In the future, we have the Knight of Wands. This is a very forward-moving, intense energy. There's going to be a lot of intensity surrounding what it is that we're experiencing right now in the universe. October was mostly the biggest transformational month of the year, with so many planets going direct after being retrograde for almost 6 months. So that intensity to jump out and to get into the limelight and to be around people and to date and to have fun is going to be highly supported at this time. But watch where you put too much energy. That Nine of Wands that we saw at the beginning may be starting to feel like things are piling up a little bit and you have to just do one thing at a time. So if that's the case and you're feeling a lot of this intensity, just slow down. And we don't want to go back to feeling like we have to, this is isolation, like we have to be in isolation from others due to the pressure that they may put on us. But in general, there could be also a tendency to overdo it with substances or with alcohol or anything that can be somewhat addictive. So if that addictive nature comes around, use your wits and stay in your own lane, do your own thing for yourself. But just know that there's a lot of people going through changes right now. And this new start that you have is going to be based on what you want for you and not necessarily what other people want for you. Let's see what we have. Oh, lovely. So we have, for the animal card here, we have the frog card. And this is a great contrast to the other fiery elements. This is a water element. So if you need to cool off, find a nice pond to sit next to, take a nice shower, be around water and find that refreshment that keeps you hopping in the right direction. What else do we have here? So for the archetype cards, I pulled Visionary. And on this one, it says, light attributes, capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others, willingness to complain a vision without regard for personal gain. And then the shadow attribute says, selling insights to the highest bidder, compromising your vision to make it more acceptable, Well, isn't that similar to what we said here? You had your vision, you're going after it. And then there are other people that say, you should do it my way. You shouldn't do it that way. You're going to fail, et cetera, et cetera. Don't compromise your vision for those people. There's a reason why you have that vision. There's a reason why you're supposed to go out and have this adventure for yourself. And it's not about pleasing everybody around you all the time. And being who you want to be is the goal. So the other card I pulled for the archetype card is child nature. So sweet. Light attributes, friendships with animals, communication with nature spirits. Shadow attribute, tendency to abuse animals, people, and the environment. Well, here we are going into almost Scorpio season now, and that nature spirit really shines through. We feel it when we go outside and you see different animals preparing for the winter, and the death and transformation of the leaves on the trees and all of that. Communing with nature and being in that childlike element with yourself, much like this child who's just walking into the unknown, and hey, we're going to just see what happens. It's the adventure. So part of that inner self that says, let's go have an adventure, it's going to be for you. And you have a few months here at the end of the year to create this new intense passion. There's a lot of passion available right now. So go ahead and use it to your benefit and break free from the chains that were holding you back from doing what you wanted to do originally for yourself. The final card we have, ooh, I love it. The final card we have is another fire moon here. We have the full moon in Aries, the full moon in Leo card here. And this says, don't let pride get in your way. Well, we can have a lot of pride, especially if we've been the leader and we think we know what's best. However, being vulnerable and being open and saying, I'm willing to make a mistake, I'm willing to get out there and do something fresh and new for myself, will break through any chains that may be holding you back. So that's the reading I have for today. And please stay tuned for a lovely meditation and triangle series for some Tantra yoga practice today. Thanks so much. To begin our practice, please meet me in Sukhasana, easy pose. You may want to sit on a pillow or blanket for support. We will be using blocks if you have them. Let's start out with a few rounds of pranayama using Prana Shuddhi. Sit comfortably with your legs crossed. Relax your body and begin breathing out of the nose. Hands may be in chin mudra with index and thumb finger connected, resting on your knees. Slowly close your eyes. Feel as though nothing exists but you and your breath. Now, focus your attention on the left nostril. Try to feel as though you are breathing only out of the left nostril. Continue this for a few moments. Then repeat the same thing with your right nostril. Feel as though all of the breath is going in and out of the right nostril for a few moments. Now, feel as though you are inhaling through the left nostril, then exhaling out of the right nostril. Then
Inhale through the right nostril and exhale out the left nostril. Inhale through both nostrils and feel the conical shape that the breath makes as it flows into both nostrils, like an inverted V. Imagine the spot where your eyebrows meet. This is where both pathways meet. As you exhale, feel the breath flow out from this point between your eyebrows. Let's try again from the beginning. Focus your attention on the left nostril. Try to feel as though you are breathing only out of the left nostril. Repeat the same thing with your right nostril. Feel as though all of the breath is going in and out of the right nostril for a few moments. Now, feel as though you are inhaling through the left nostril, then out the right nostril. Then inhale through the right nostril and exhale out the left nostril. Inhale through both nostrils and feel the conical shape of the breath. Imagining that spot between your eyebrows where both pathways meet. As you exhale, feel the breath flow out from this point between your eyebrows. Start to imagine the room around you. Set a personal intention for yourself for the rest of the day. Gently open your eyes. We will meet in Balasana, Child's Pose. Open your knees wide, bring your big toes to touch, bend your knees, and bring your hips towards your heels. Reach your arms forward. Spread your fingers wide and place your forehead on the mat. Breathe here for a moment. During practice, we will use Ujjayi breath, constricting the back of the throat so that your breath sounds like an ocean wave. In Tantra Yoga, we use Mula Bandha, which is a slight contraction of the root chakra, like you are gently engaging your low abdominals. Also, we will hold the breath between postures. This is called Kumbhaka. Inhale and tuck the toes. Straighten through the arms and come into reverse chair. Press through your index finger and thumb. Exhale. Inhale and gently straighten your legs for Adho Mukha Savasana, downward facing dog. Exhale. Engage your abdominals and pull your front ribs in. Slowly and gently lift one heel and then the other, breathing and warming up the back of the legs. Inhale and look to the palms. Roll your spine forward into Plankasana, high plank. Then hold the breath and bend the knees, pressing into the palms for reverse chair. Exhale. Inhale, straighten the legs for downward facing dog. Exhale. Inhale, lift your right leg off the mat and square your hips. Flex your foot and press to the back wall. Bend your knee, bring it into the chest. Exhale. Inhale, extend the leg long. Then place your foot on the mat between your hands for low lunge. Exhale. Surf it out by extending and bending the right leg. You can use your blocks under your hands to extend your reach. Breathe in and breathe out as you warm up the hamstrings. Inhale and place your left hand next to your right foot. Then extend your right arm to the sky for a dragonfly twist to the right. Exhale. Press through the ball of your left foot. Pull your belly into your spine and look towards your right hand. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale and place your right hand on the mat and then step backwards into downward facing dog. Exhale. Inhale, lift your left leg off the mat and square your hips. Flex your foot and press to the back wall. Bend your knee and bring it into the chest. Exhale. Inhale, extend the leg long. Then bring the knee back into the chest and place your foot on the mat between your hands. Exhale. Low lunge. Surf it out by extending and bending the right leg. You can use blocks as you did on the other side. Breathe in and breathe out to warm up the legs. Inhale and place your right hand next to your left foot. Then extend your left arm up to the sky for a dragonfly twist to the left. Exhale. Press through the ball of your right foot. Pull your belly into your spine and look towards your right hand. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale and place your left hand on the mat, then step back into down dog. Exhale. Inhale, lift your right leg off the mat and square your hips. Flex your foot and press to the back wall. Bend your knee, bring it into the chest, and place your foot on the mat between your hands. Exhale. Low lunge. Stack your front knee over your ankle. Inhale, lift your arms to the sky and press through the back heel. Draw your tailbone down and lift your chest up. Exhale. Inhale, straighten the front knee and turn the back foot to a 90-degree angle. Then slowly surrender over the front leg, bringing your hands to the mat for Parsvottasana, pyramid pose. Exhale. You may use your blocks for support. Option to place your hands in prayer position behind your back. Breathe here. Inhale and place your right palm on the mat or block in front of your right foot. And lift your left arm to the sky for Trikonasana, triangle pose. Exhale. Gently twist through the torso. Pull your belly into your spine. Press through the outer edge of your left foot. Look up towards your left palm like you are between two panes of glass. Breathe. Inhale and slowly lift your torso up. Then place your left palm on the back of the left thigh and reach your right arm to the sky. Exhale. Viparita Trikonasana, reverse triangle pose. Pull the belly in. Allow for a gentle arch of the lower spine and look to your right hand. Inhale, then spiral your arms to the mat. Step your right foot back to meet the left. Exhale. Inhale and lift your left leg off the mat and square your hips. Flex your foot and press to the back wall. Bend your knee, bring it into the chest, and place your foot on the mat between your hands. Low lunge. Exhale. Stack your front knee over your ankle. Inhale, lift your arms to the sky and press through the back heel. Draw your tailbone down and lift your chest up. Exhale. Inhale, straighten the front knee and turn the back foot to a 90-degree angle. Slowly surrender over the front leg, bringing your hands to the mat for Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. Exhale. You may use your blocks for support. Option to place your hands in prayer position behind your back. Pause and breathe here. Inhale and place your left palm on the mat or block in front of your left foot. And lift your right arm to the sky for Trikonasana, triangle pose. Exhale. Gently twist through your torso. Pull your belly into the spine. Press through the outside edge of your right foot. Look up towards your right palm like you're between two panes of glass. Breathe. Inhale and slowly lift your torso up, and then place your right palm on the back of the right thigh and reach your left arm to the sky. Exhale. Viparita Trikonasana, reverse triangle pose. Pull the belly in. Allow for a gentle arch of the lower spine and look to your left hand. Inhale, then spiral your arms to the mat. Step your left foot back to meet the right. Exhale. Inhale, come down into all fours. Then sweep your legs to the front and roll down onto your back. Exhale. Inhale, open your knees and pull them into the armpits. Grab the inner arches of your feet. Gently pull your knees down. Exhale. Ananda Balasana, happy baby pose. Press your feet straight up. Lengthen your spine. Draw your tailbone forward. Bend your elbows out and press your shoulders into the earth. Lay your head back and gaze up. Take 3 or 4 rounds of breath here. and release. Then return to your natural breath. Open your knees wide so your legs are in a diamond position. Bring the soles of your feet together. Lengthen the spine and release the abdominals. Draw your shoulder blades down your back. Rest your arms on the mat with palms facing up for Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined bound angle pose. Release the muscles of the face, neck, and jaw. Option to close the eyes. Pause here and breathe. Release the posture. Bring your knees together. Then place your feet wide on either side of the mat for a counter posture, TP pose. Extend your legs long. Roll your feet out and rest your arms on the mat with palms facing up for Savasana. Relax your entire body. Clear your mind and allow this time for your body to incorporate the practice. I will guide you out of the posture in 2 minutes. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Gently roll into a fetus position on your favorite side, resting your head on your arm. Using your arms, press up into Sukhasana. Cross your legs and bring your hands to heart center in prayer position. Thank you very much for practicing with me today. We will do 3 ohms to end practice. Bring your hands to the third eye and bow forward. The light within me sees and honors the light within each of you. Namaste. Please subscribe for more Tantra and Tarot with Kelly. Have a blessed and lovely day.